Hello and welcome back to the channel as well as another episode of Astral Ascension. So in the last episode uh we went to Iris's quarters to give her some advice regarding some Polaris contracts, but yeah, that took not no time at all. And then we saw an ad of a game, so we decided to play it. And one thing led to another. Yeah, that game becomes more and more intimate, and you can kind of fill in the blanks in your head. And yeah, and then moving on to the investigation. Basically, long story short, we decide to let Helen go this time. But in the end, we initially wanted to turn Zeke in, but I think we accidentally killed him. Well, that wasn't my initial intention to kill him, but all in all, I don't think there's any mention after Zeke was killed. So yeah, and now we are going to pay our respects to Iris's grandfather. Right here. Now we're at her grandparents' place. So yeah, and it's the next day. We're gonna pay respects to her grandpa because it's like his death anniversary, if I remember correctly. So this is where we left off. We're just gonna continue from there. We wake up early in the morning. Iris is understandably quiet as we get dressed, and I expect her need for peace. Can't speak. I put my hand on her shoulder to let her know I'm here for her, and she smiles gratefully. After a simple breakfast, we are ready to leave the house. Iris prepared flowers ahead of time, and she grabs the bouquet with one hand while her free hand slips into my own. Together we head out of the neighborhood and cross back through the town. The cemetery on the far the cemetery is on the far border of town. It's solitary, quiet, and peaceful. There are only a few visitors, and we keep a respectful distance as we head towards the grave. Soon Iris pauses in front of a modest tombstone. How do I pronounce his name? Galen Alcyon? I think his name is Galen. Galen Alcyon is carved in delicate lettering. The name is still striking and clear, as if a year's worth of weather never touched it. Iris steps forward and hesitates. It's the first anniversary since her grandfather's passing, and the first time she's returned since his funeral. Slowly, she kneels in front of the grave and carefully places the flowers at the base of the tombstone. Her head bows and she closes her eyes. For once, Iris doesn't mask how she's feeling. On her face, I see her sadness and longing. She misses her grandfather dearly, and in this moment, she allows herself to feel her grief. My heart stings for her. The pain of loss may dull, but it never completely goes away. The first anniversary is especially hard when the feelings are only buried skin deep. Finally, Iris lifts her head. She touches a hand to the tombstone and smiles softly. Then she pushes herself to her feet. No wrong answer here, I suppose. So we're gonna pick default. She pauses in front of the grave, and I step closer. So yeah, this is like the second instance you can see her tears rolling down, apart from just tears in her eyes. Wordlessly, I place a hand on her shoulder, hoping my touch will give her comfort. She offers me a grateful smile, and I know my intentions have been acknowledged. She slides her hand into my own.
Thank you for being here. It means a lot.
Of course. I will always be here for you, and I'm glad I finally got to visit your grandfather. Based on everything you've told me, he seems like a great man. She nods.
I'm glad too. Although, I wish you could have met him in person.
Yeah, I wish they also show like at least it doesn't have, it can be a CG as well or something. Yeah, at least they just preview his face or something. But yeah, I don't think that's, well, I don't think that's warrant for a CG or something. But yeah, they could have put that. But yeah, at least we can know what her family looks like, apart from her mother, that is. Me as well. We settle into silence again when Iris's hand still firmly, with Iris's hand still firmly in my own. Her head drops to my shoulder, and we stand like this for a moment. We hear a rustle, disturbed in the stillness before we see the figure approaching. Iris lifts her head from my shoulder to look around me. I peer at the approaching woman. The face looks familiar, and I recognize her as Iris's mother. Iris's gaze never strays from her. When the woman draws near, she offers us both a nod. Iris's mother also holds a small bouquet in her hands. She hovers near the grave, unsure if she should step forward. Iris hesitates, just as uncertain as her mother, before she stiffly takes another step back. Okay, not sure. Not sure if Iris. I'm not sure which side of the family Iris's grandfather is, or was. But yeah, let's just continue. Not sure if the grandfather is the paternal side or the maternal side. But regardless, moving on. Equally tense, her mother approaches the grave and gently places her bouquet next to Iris's flowers. She quickly steps back again, giving us and the grave a wide berth. And the three of us are left quietly staring at the tombstone. After a while, Iris's mother clears her throat.
I'm sorry if I disturbed your time here. If I'd known you'd be visiting at this time, I'd have given you privacy to be with your grandfather.
I'm not sure what these designs of the cemetery are based off of. It could be just like a typical, I want to say it's a Japanese cemetery, but because of the the art style. But it could be like just any generic, like not just how do I put it? Well, there's a lot of culture. I should say there's a lot of cultures have cemeteries. So yeah. So it could be any of them, but I'm not entirely sure. But moving on. Iris shakes her head.
Don't be sorry. Grandpa would like that we visited him together.
Her mother nods, smiling cautiously. She lowers her head into a moment of silence, which Iris joins and I follow suit. Afterwards, Iris's mother lifts her head, and we do the same. I catch her gazing at me, her glance curious.
I apologize. I should have introduced myself. My name is Violetta.
I'm Atlas.
Thank you for visiting as well. How did you know my father?
Okay, this is the maternal side. I'm actually here to support Iris.
Oh, you must know my daughter well then.
I not. Iris and I haven't talked about meeting the parents yet, and I'm not sure how much she'd want to share. I should think about how I introduce myself. What is I do mean? Not gonna save over here. I'm gonna save it here because apparently there's like 2 endings to each route. Well, Luna having technically Luna has 2 routes, but yeah, the epilogue has like 3 different. For Luna, the epilogue she has 3 epilogues. One being the one that you her generic route, right? If you didn't choose her route. And Luna's route actually splits into 2. One is the covert ops mission that we saw during our first run, and apparently there's another CG where you don't do the covert ops mission. Same with Vela. So because we got the same generic CG in her, we got the CG from like a generic from a generic ending as well. So there is another one that we missed that we should make. So basically we are gonna make at least 2 more runs. So if we are successful in this run, we don't have to make another one. But we can make a save right here. Have we made one? Yeah, we made a save right here. So just in case we didn't get the ending we want, we can like farm the CG. So I'm guessing the final CG for Iris, one of them is the generic one, which is the one where she commands her own fleet, where she became a commander, she went back to the academy and such. If we so choose that is also the generic ending for her if you don't pick her route. There's also another one where you kinda just settle down, or basically go the second option. So basically, in short, each route has like 2 endings, with Luna having her own generic ending CG. So what does I do mean? I'm gonna make a save right here. Oh, it's just a reply. Default then. Very well, since we're good friends.
Is that so? Iris doesn't usually bring her friends around.
Maybe more than that. Oh. Her glance to Iris is questioning and curious.
He is a special friend.
Her mother raises a brow and her gaze on me firms. I try to gauge her thoughts, but her eyes betray nothing. Gently, Iris clears her throat, steering her mother's attention back to her.
Will you be staying overnight?
Her mother's gaze finally lifts off me, and she shakes her head.
My ship is restocking in a nearby sector. I'll need to fly back soon.
I see.
Are you staying at the house?
Iris nods.
Do you plan to stop by?
Unfortunately, no. I won't have enough time.
Right.
Their conversation lulls, and silence hangs between them. Iris's expression is carefully masked, but I know her well enough to notice the thin... I know her well enough to notice the thin set of her jaw. Violetta's expression is similarly neutral. Sometimes the silence is comfortable, but this one feels like a heavy pause.
Well, I know your time is limited, so please, have some privacy with Grandpa.
She hesitates.
It was nice to see you again, Mom.
I feel a soft pressure on my arm as Iris begins to lead me away.
Wait.
We pause. Iris glances back at her mother. Violetta's face does not betray her nerves, but her hesitation does. She opens her mouth to speak, closes it, and then tries again.
Iris, are you happy?
What?
Just in general terms. Are you happy?
Although Iris looks confused, her answer is confident.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Slowly, Violetta softens.
That's all I ever wanted for you.
Iris's brows furrow.
Mom, is everything okay? What's prompting all of this?
Her mother takes a deep breath and slowly lets it out.
I've had time to reflect, and I know I've been unfair towards you, especially this last year.
Violetta turns to Iris, regret on her face.
I pushed so hard for the military because I thought that's what was best for you.
I know. You told me that a military career would bring me financial stability and prestige.
Yes, because that's what it brought me. Growing up, our family didn't have those things, and life was a lot more difficult.
I thought Grandpa's business did well.
It did eventually, but not in the beginning. Before it took off, our family had to work there often. It was all hands on deck, and if Grandpa was working, then you could trust that we were all working right beside him.
Iris blinks.
You worked there too.
I remember Iris mentioning the disdain her mother had for the transport business.
I was there for every summer, break, and weekend until I joined the academy.
Yeah. Different order of text, but regardless, moving on.
I did my part to support the family, especially because the reason my father worked so hard was so I could go to a private school in Central. But in doing so, my childhood was just a mix of studying and working. I couldn't hang out with friends or go to events with everyone else, and it was very isolating.
She shakes her head.
I didn't want you to grow up the same way, and I promised myself you wouldn't. Other than school, you wouldn't have to work.
Her expression steals, and I feel the resolve she had when she made that promise.
So I made plans to get you enrolled in the boarding school, which would guarantee your entry into the academy. You'd be fast-tracked into the officers program, and your future would be secured. But to stay competitive with your peers, there was tutoring and exam prep for your advanced placements.
She counts on her fingers.
Plus annex tournaments to keep your mind sharp and agile. And all of your gymnastics meets to keep up your physical strength.
Different word, but moving on. She sighs heavily.
And somewhere along the way, I'd forgotten my promise to you. By signing you up for all those extra classes, I ended up robbing you of the childhood I wanted you to have.
Violetta meets Iris's eyes, her regret mixing with sincerity.
I'm sorry, Iris. And I'm especially sorry that it has taken me this long to realize my mistake.
Iris shakes her head.
Mom, you gave me a happy childhood. I had stability and the privilege to grow up in Central because of all of your hard work. And I'm grateful for that. Even if we didn't always see eye to eye, I've always looked up to you. It's because of what you taught me that I learned how to seek out my own path and happiness. You made me the person I am today. And I hope that person is someone you can be proud of.
Emotion flickers across Violetta's face, and I expect her to blink back tears. Instead, she opens her arms wide and envelops Iris into her embrace.
I have been and will always be proud of you.
A smile spreads across Iris's face, and she softens into her mother's hug. After a long moment, they pull apart. The silence between them returns, but there's no tension this time. It's a silence that represents closure, the quiet of a new beginning. Iris and her mother have a long and complicated history, but they're on the path to changing that for the better. Suddenly, Violetta's gaze lands on me.
All right, special friend. You and I need to have a talk.
Uh-oh. I hope that my unassuming presence would keep me under the radar, but I guess I'm not so lucky. Violetta turns and walks a few paces away without even checking if I'm following. I glance at Iris, who nods before I also step away. When we're out of earshot, Violetta pauses, her arms fold across her chest.
I know Iris well enough to understand what she means by special friend. Likewise, I assume you've already deciphered just what kind of conversation this is going to be.
Yeah, the kind where she interrogates us as a parent, right? I'm not ready myself for a conversation I didn't anticipate I'd be having just yet. It's the official meet the parents talk, isn't it?
Correct. You're insightful, at least. Now, I trust my daughter's judgment. Iris has always been careful, so if she's decided to trust you, she must have her reasons. However, I don't know what those reasons are, and I'd like to find out.
I nod. That's fair. Ask me anything you like. I'm an open book. Her piercing stare lands on me once more.
Then we'll begin with the obvious. What are your intentions with my daughter?
So we want to... What the Okay, I'm definitely gonna try that option and see what happens. Yeah, this is the default if the fourth one comes up. Stop! It's unspeakable for a reason. I can't say that and expect to make it out of here in one piece. There's no wrong answer here now. Is there? Second option as a default. I'm thinking of the future, and I hope that we can have a family one day.
A family?
Yep. We of course want you to be a part of your grandchildren's lives. Her face is inscrutable, and I have no idea if that's a good or a bad one.
In that case, what makes you worthy of my daughter?
I wanna keep picking this, and then I stop mid-sentence. I shouldn't tell such an obvious lie, really obvious lie to Iris's mom. So in other words, we have a small Ochinchin or a small PP. Really, don't say that. It's decent. We have a decent size, right? At least Iris would be fine with that, right? Because I'm wondering each of these options will. I'm not sure whether these options would affect the ending, because if we don't get the ending we want, we can restart. Because yeah, there is 2 endings that I found out from the Discord server. So we're gonna go with default for now, unless I see an option that is like stating the obvious. I can take care and protect her.
Does Iris need protecting?
No, but she can always depend on me to be there to back her up. Once again, I'm left clueless to her thoughts, and it's making me doubtful.
I've heard enough.
That doesn't bode well. Without another word, she turns on her heel and returns to Iris. I quickly follow suit as I mentally go over what I could have said differently.
I have to get back to my ship now.
Iris nods.
It was good to see you, Mom.
Her mother smiles.
I'll call you again soon, okay? Make sure you answer it.
Iris smiles at the joke.
I will.
Her mother then slides her gaze to me and locks me with her steady, piercing stare. I meet her gaze, trying to ignore how her eyes seem to drill into my soul. We stay like this for a few seconds before she raises a brow. That's not reassuring. Just how badly did I mess this up? She gives me a nearly imperceptible nod, and after saying a quick goodbye to Iris, she leaves. When she's out of view, Iris faces me, her eyes wide.
Wow. What did you say to her? I've never seen my mother like that.
Oh no, that conversation must have gone worse than I thought. I better not dig the hole any deeper for myself. What do you mean?
I've never seen her take such a positive interest in someone else before.
Oh, don't scare me like that, man. Huh? Yeah.
Whatever you said really won her over.
Iris grins, impressed, while I'm left wondering if we are actually talking about the same person. Oh, well, I'm glad that she approves.
Me too.
She glances at the time.
Should we head back?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I take her hand again and we exit the cemetery. We cross back through the town before I see the familiar houses of the neighborhood. Soon we arrive at Iris's house and we quickly head inside. I'm not sure whether that encounter with her mom is like a turning point for the ending, but it could be somewhere before that when we first arrive at her place, at her grandpa's place, but I have no idea. But let's just hope we get the ending we want, or there's an option that pops up later on. We settle ourselves in the living room. While we get comfortable, I can't stop replaying the conversation I had with Iris's mom. Did it really go well as Iris said? I shake my head, trying to clear my thoughts, which catches Iris's attention.
Something on your mind?
It's nothing major. I'm just trying to figure out how you think your mom likes me.
My mom usually keeps her conversations direct and to the point. So if she didn't like your answers, she would have cut that conversation short and left. However, you two talked for a while. Plus, you got her nod of approval. Those aren't given out lightly.
I thought that was just a nod goodbye. Wow, I didn't know there was so much behind that nod. But I'll take it. Iris smiles. In any case, how are you doing? Do you feel better after talking to your mom? She nods.
This is the first time we've talked so openly in a long time. I can understand where she's coming from, and I think she's finally seeing my point of view too.
It did seem like you two had a breakthrough.
It was nice to have a conversation where she didn't push me to go to the academy, which is how our talks usually went.
That must be a relief. She smiles softly.
It is. But I'm mostly happy to know that my mom will be proud of me, no matter what I choose to do with my life.
Have you thought more about that?
I have, actually. Especially after our talk yesterday.
Oh shoot. If I messed that up, so that means we have to replay the entire... Oh wait, we don't have to replay the entire game. We have this save point to backtrack to. Yeah, the feet scene. Iris pauses before facing me.
I took your advice and looked up Grandpa's old company.
Oh? I sit up on the couch. I actually forgot what we chose back then. What did you find out?
Based on the website and articles that I read, it looks like the partners kept the company culture and mission the same even after Grandpa's departure.
That's great. You really loved the people and culture there, didn't you? She nods, smiling slightly.
I was relieved to see that.
Oh, so the turning point is at the is way before that? Is at that cutscene? Or is at that scene?
What was most interesting, though, was the recent company update. They are looking for investors.
I raise a brow. That is interesting.
If I invest, I could become a partner of Helix Velocity.
Oh, they changed the name. Oh, or... Yeah, they changed the name. So it was initially called Alcyon Transport, right? Is that what you want? Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? Yeah, I don't know what tone I should make it sound like. She's quiet, contemplative.
To be honest, being home and reminiscing about all those good times with Grandpa has got me seriously considering it. I have an opportunity to keep building what he started, and it would be a nice way to honor his legacy.
So... I have no idea whether if... Yeah, this is the opening of the cemetery, so we're gonna make the save right here. I feel like this is a decline, but it feels like the same answer. Second option, I think the universe is telling you to go for it. She raises a questioning brow.
The universe?
Yeah, I mean, well, literally, you know, because she's gonna, you know, deliver stuff across the cosmos. Moving on. Anyway, moving on. I mean, it's fate that you happen to be home and thinking about your grandfather at the same time. At the same exact time, his former company was looking for new investors. It must be your destiny to pursue this. Iris smiles.
Well, I definitely can't ignore destiny.
Exactly.
Thanks for listening. It's helped me put things into perspective. And I'll reach out to Helix Velocity.
She smiles.
I already have a few ideas.
I grin. I can already see you planning the presentation decks. She nods, still smiling.
I shouldn't get ahead of myself, though. It may take a while to get the ball rolling, but I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, so apparently we'll be able to get the ending for for the other option, I'm not sure how do I differentiate the ending. So yeah, we got the ending for with Iris to settle down, because I think that's the term for the deaths. There's a settle down and the adventure ending. So the adventure ending for Luna, for example, will be the Covert's Op ending, and the settle down ending I think is the Doctor ending, which we never got because we agreed to because we decided to join her on the Covert's Op mission. So yeah, I think I kind of remember where that point takes place in Luna's story, but I'm not sure about Bela's ending. Bela's ending is about the options to pick in during around this time, where you go to a house and meet her family, and yeah, between that options I'm not entirely sure. But moving on, I think we settled with the second ending, so we won't get the military one with Iris. I not. I get it. These things take time, and I'll be here and take the next step with you whenever you're ready. She nods before pushing herself to her feet.
That's enough serious talk for one day.
She glances at the time.
It's getting late, and we've got an early flight. We should probably get some rest.
I nod. Good idea. We've had a long day. Iris smiles and I follow her off the couch. Together we head upstairs, where we both get ready for bed. It isn't long before I fall asleep. Did we sleep in the same room as her or in the guest room? But we kinda unpack in her room as well. So it's kinda implied, but we have. So it's up to your imagination. I wake up feeling refreshed. Even though I'm grateful for this meaningful visit, I'm looking forward to returning home to the ship. Our flight isn't until later today, but that doesn't mean I should laze around in bed. I get up and get started on my day. Afterwards, Iris and I set to work packing and cleaning the house. I remember how pristine her family likes to keep the pace, so I make sure I'm extra thorough and diligent. We're just about finished when Iris receives an alert on her phone. She pauses to check the notification and her eyes widen.
Oh, it's an email from my mom.
That was fast. I knew her mom said she'd be in touch, but I didn't expect we'd hear from her so soon. What did she say? Iris reads through and smiles.
It's a nice note that she's happy we got to talk and she's proud of me no matter what I want to do. She's also glad she got to meet you, and so she's attached another milestone video from my dad.
Huh? So yeah, the milestone is meeting the boyfriend, right? Iris's brow raises.
Wait, the video is actually meant for you.
Huh? Yeah, when I say it, every time there's a huh in the text, I always imagine the cat meme that goes, huh? Bender the cat. Yeah, the cat's name is called Bender. You can probably find the account on Instagram. They changed it used to be called Bender Chonky Cat or something, and now they changed their Instagram handle to Cat Official, I think. She shows me her phone, and sure enough, the email states that this video is for Iris's special friend. The title of the attached video states it's from Iris's dad to her significant other. Whoa.
Do you want to watch it?
Only if you watch it with me. She smiles.
Of course.
Iris connects her phone to the TV so we can watch the video on a larger screen. Then we settle onto the couch and press play. A man flickers onto the screen and I immediately recognize him as Iris's father. He's older than the man I saw in the photo, with a neatly shaved face and close cropped hair, but his eyes are the same. One look and it's obvious that he's a military man. Right now he grins broadly, joy crinkling at the corner of his eyes. In his hand is a glass of what looks like champagne.
If you've made it to this video, Then you've both decided to embark on one of the happiest journeys you can have in life. And I'm so thrilled to be a part of it, even if only in spirit.
I don't know whether this is a placeholder or I forgot whether this is actually her dad's name. Iris' dad. It could be ID. His name could be either literally called Ida, or the I could stand for Iris, D would be dad, and A would be Alcyon. Iris, dad, Alcyon. I don't know. He raises his glass.
So, let me begin by wishing you a big congratulations on your engagement.
Say what now?
What?
Iris nearly falls off the couch and fights to keep her composure. I grin. We're starting off strong. I think I'm going to like this video. Why, thank you, future father-in-law. I'm glad to have your blessing. I turn my grin to Iris and see that her face has turned bright red.
I don't know what my mom was thinking when she sent this video.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear what she's thinking. Iris's blush deepens.
Let me ask my mom what's going on. I'm sure she made a mistake.
Okay. Why is this? I don't know why this question mark appears, yet sometimes it appears for no reason. Iris quickly texts her mother and gets an immediate response back. She stares at her phone confused. What did she say? Was it a mix-up?
No.
Oh. I rack my brain trying to understand trying to understand just what this means when Iris puts her phone down.
My mom doesn't do anything accidentally. If she meant to send this video, then she intended for us to watch it.
Alright, since she wants us to, we should keep watching. Iris nods and we snuggle back onto the couch. Her father continues his speech, oblivious to our minor panic attack. Yeah, obviously his father is not around anymore.
Although I wish I could meet you myself, I know that if Iris has chosen you, it means that you're the one she knows will make her happy. I trust my daughter. I believe that you'll make her happy too.
He raises his glass again in silent cheers and takes a small sip. When he refaces the camera, his face softens, and his smile slips into a warm, lopsided grin.
Now that you two are starting a new life together, please humor this old man and allow me to impart the secret to a successful marriage. My first piece of advice is to always communicate with your partner. I know it's cliche, but it's true. Even if it's something that's hard to talk about, trust in your spouse to be open and to work through it together. If you trust each other, you can overcome all obstacles.
Next, he folds his hands together and leans towards the camera, his eyes turning apologetic.
For my second piece of advice, Iris, my little flower, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but your partner deserves to know the key to your heart.
This is like a nickname, right? But yeah, I think when they recorded, they never thought about that. So yeah, inconsistent with this. I feel Iris tense beside me, and I wonder just what I am about to learn.
Now, the secret to keeping Iris happy
Is? I lean forward, my nerves on edge. Iris's father takes a deep breath.
black licorice.
What? My surprise burst out of me. It was the last thing I expected him to say. He leans back in his chair, sighing.
You're probably wondering, licorice? Seriously? How did that happen? I have no idea. Neither her mother nor I like the stuff, but here we are, and now you know.
I turn to Iris, who blinks. She wasn't expecting him to share that either. I wanna default to the second one. I started laughing, and Iris eyes me curiously.
Why are you laughing?
Your dad just made a really funny joke.
It's not a joke. I really do like black licorice.
Really? Iris nods. I stare at her while my brain catches up to the words that I'm hearing. In that case, thank you for communicating this with me.
I'm glad that I was able to openly communicate this with only minimal judgment.
I grin, and she smiles. The video continues to share a few more points of advice, and I mentally take note. It's always a good idea to listen to our elders. True. Very true. Finally, Iris's dad is about to share his parting words. He smiles at us through the screen, and I feel his genuine sincerity.
I'm sorry that I can't be there in person to celebrate this wonderful milestone with you, but know that I couldn't be happier for you both. If you're watching, Iris, I hope you know how proud I am of you. And to you, my future in-law, I am entrusting my daughter. May your life together be filled with all the joy in the world, and welcome to the family.
His smile broadens as he raises his glass one last time, before the screen fades to black. Iris and I continue to sit together, savoring her father's last well wishes, before we slowly stir. Your dad seems like he was an amazing man. I'm grateful I got to meet him and share this moment with you.
I am too.
Iris leans into me and we share a kiss. It's soft and tender and the perfect way to confirm our dedication for each other. When we pull away, Iris takes my hand in hers.
Thank you again for coming here with me.
Thank you for Thank you for introducing me to your family. She smiles.
I'm happy that you have their approval.
That makes the two of us. She giggles.
It's about time for our flight. Let me just double check our itinerary.
Iris reaches for her phone again. Suddenly she blinks.
Hmm.
Is everything okay?
Our flight has been cancelled due to a mechanical failure.
Uh-oh. Do we need to rebook? Iris shakes her head.
The airline has already rebooked us for the morning after.
That's good then. I pause. So what should we do now? Iris looks around, thinking.
Since we've got another day here, would you like to visit the town?
That sounds nice. You can show me all your favorite spots. She smiles.
Let's go then.
We get off the couch, grab our things, and head out the door. So will this be a date event, or will they just skip this through? Iris and I walk through the town. The atmosphere is buzzing with laughter and conversation as we browse through the different shops and cafes. As we walk, Iris points to the spots from her childhood. There are only a few that she recognizes, and as the town has changed a lot since then, yeah, I think they're just gonna brush that through. We pass the day away exploring and enjoying each other's company. Soon enough, the sun has dipped low in the sky and evening has fallen. I turn to Iris. Any suggestions on where we should finish our last night in town? Iris looks around, thinking. Then she grabs her phone.
This place has really high ratings, and it's not too far.
She shows me the screen, and I lean over. It's a karaoke bar, and it has the highest rating possible. Well, let's check it out. We follow the directions and spot the bar. It's the one with the line of patrons waiting to get their hand stamped for entry. This is promising. We hurry over and join the queue. It's a short wait before our hands are stamped, and then we enter the bar. We're immediately blasted with heart-thumping music. People crowd around the bar waiting for their drinks or chat at the various tables. In the corner is a small stage with an open karaoke setup. Overall, the vibe is energetic and fun. I can see why the place is popular. I turn to Iris. Should we get drinks? She nods and we slide over to the bar. When we catch the bartender's attention, she comes over with a big smile.
What can I get for?
What's good here?
I'd recommend our house cocktail, Midnight Mirage.
Her grin broadens. Wait, what? Her? Wait, say what now? Her grin broadens as I wanna say he grin. His grin broadens and he points to a fruity drink that many patrons are drinking.
It's very popular if you like cocktails, and trust me, it's strong. We don't water down any drinks here.
Unless they plan to put a woman here, or use voice a woman here, but I have no idea. Shh. Okay, I'm gonna say he winks. Just assume that that's a guy. Iris looks around and nods.
I'll have one of those then.
The bartender nods and then turns to me.
And you?
What did she order again? I feel like the first one then. A midnight mirage from me as well. He grins. I want to say.
Excellent choice.
The bartender gets to work making our drinks. He's fast, and we've soon got our orders in our hands. I wonder if that's. I don't want to pull any other political stuff in here, but yeah, based on the sound I'm hearing, I'm just gonna say what I think it's right for me. Iris and I share a smile and clink glasses.
Cheers.
Bottoms up. We each take a sip and Iris's eyes grow wide.
Oh, this is good.
She takes another sip.
Really good.
Okay, is she a lightweight? I think she's gonna go drunk. She's right. This is delicious. No wonder it's such a popular drink. Iris nods, eagerly sipping her straw. With our beverages in hand, we take a good look around the bar, and we notice a lot of activity by the karaoke stage. That seems interesting. I glance at Iris. Let's see what's happening at the karaoke spot.
Sure. However, I need another drink first.
I blink. True to her word, her glass has only the last few drops of blue liquid left. When did she finish all of that? Where did the first one go? She blushes.
It was really good.
I can see that. Iris orders a second drink and she's soon holding another midnight mirage.
Let's check out karaoke now.
I chuckle and nod and we get closer to the stage. There's a man with messy hair screaming a rendition of an unrecognizable song into the mic. A group of about 10 guys surround the stage cheering him on. The commotion attracts even more listeners and we're thoroughly entertained by the man's heart and soul. I catch Iris bobbing along to the man's song while sipping her drink. Her cheeks are starting to turn pink. Okay, I think Iris is gonna get drunk. When he's finished, he throws his arms wide.
Thank you, everybody!
Okay. Not sure his name. Bosch? I don't know. Even more cheers and applause.
You've been a great audience, making this the bestest bachelor party of all time. Woo!
The group of guys holler with him. That must be his party crew.
Shout out to my boys and all you new faces. Now the karaoke is checked off the list.
He gestures vaguely at the crowd around the stage.
What should I do next?
Iris remains silent but watches on with obvious interest. I don't know if there's a wrong answer here. This seems like a default answer. I have to go for the obvious choice. Bachelor parties are synonymous with strippers. The guy grins.
I like the way you think, my man. Don't worry, that's already been done.
Wait, what?
I like the way you think, my man. Don't worry, that's already been done.
He laughs and I grin. I like the way he thinks too. As I'm laughing, I slowly realize that this probably wasn't the best thing to say in front of my girlfriend. Cautiously, I look at Iris, expecting to see her unimpressed stare. Instead, she's distracted by her drink. That was a close call.
Since it's my last night of freedom, I I want to leave you all with a parting gift. Next round is on me, everybody!
That draws the biggest cheer of all, so loud that I can almost feel the walls vibrating. I join in the cheer, as does Iris, her glass surprisingly empty again. The dude raises his arms and jumps into the crowd, who viciously carry him away. We return to the bar to collect our freebie and both reorder our last drinks. Iris happily sips away while we look for a table. By the time we grab one, her third drink is finished! Her cheeks have a cute rosy glow and she smiles at me.
What do you think of this place so far?
I can understand why it's so popular.
It's really fun. I like the vibe.
Yeah, me too. She giggles.
And the drinks are so good.
I grin as Iris giggles again. I think someone is finally feeling the effects of her drinks.
I can't believe I haven't heard of this place before.
It must be relatively new. Her face scrunches in thought and I can't keep from smiling again. I've never seen that face before. But I can say I don't like it. Wait, what? But I can't say I don't like it. Suddenly a shrill voice pierces our thoughts.
Hey!
Two girls hurry over to Iris. They are both covered head to toe in body glitter and wear very form-fitted short dresses. Iris smiles at the sight of them both.
Hello.
I just had to come over and say hello.
I'm so glad you did.
Really? Good, I'm so happy.
The second girl nods.
You have to tell us how you get your hair so shiny and silky like that. I wish my hair looked so good.
Oh, I thought it's someone she knew from back in the day, but apparently it's just random people.
What do you mean? Your hair is so beautiful.
No way, not like yours.
Even better. Your highlights look amazing. I haven't seen that before.
That is so sweet.
She turns to her friend.
Isn't she literally just the nicest? For real. I'm literally so glad to know you.
Yeah, maybe.
Isn't she literally just the nicest?
Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
Aw, you guys.
All three of them grab hands and continue to squeal and fuss over each other. With how familiar they're acting, these must be some of Iris's old friends. I have no idea. They could be random people.
Wait. We definitely need to get a selfie to remember this moment.
I have a feeling that Iris would say she doesn't know them.
Literally such a genius idea.
Yes, let's do it.
The three of them cuddle close together and pose. Iris grins broadly and holds up a peace sign by her face. When the shot is taken, the compliments start all over again over how good the photo looks. Once they calm down, the first girl smiles.
I'm super glad I saw you here, and I know you're busy now, but definitely come hang out later if you're free, okay?
You know I will.
They all hug before the girls return to their own table. When Iris sits back down, she looks flushed and happy. I smile. It must have been nice to run into some old friends. She looks blankly at me.
Old friends?
Yeah, she probably don't know them. Those are random people. I stare back. Those girls, they weren't your friends?
I just met them for the very first time.
What? She giggles at my confusion and leans over the table to pat me on the head. When she does so, I accidentally get a good view down her blouse.
Silly goose.
Ah, so that's where the goose comes from. So, okay, there's no goose in the other runs. Yeah, I misunderstood the spoilers. So yeah, the only one with the goose is on, the literal goose is on Luna's run. Do it again. Sorry, I didn't catch that. You'll have to do it again. She giggles and leans over and pat my head once more. And I get another good eyeful.
Silly goose.
I grin. My bait successfully hooked her. Yeah, she's drunk. She's smiling, oblivious to my cheeky glances. She suddenly perks up and points to the karaoke karaoke stage again.
Ooh, look at that guy.
I glance over and see a young blonde guy who looks just old enough to visit this bar. He's decked out in the freshest attire I've ever seen, an oversized jersey over baggy jeans and kicks. 3 gold chains hang around his neck and even more rings decorate his fingers. Oh wow.
I can tell this is going to be good. We have to go listen.
She jumps out of her seat and pulls my arm.
Come on.
Okay. We weave through the growing crowd until we find a space with a good view. It seems everyone else is just as curious about this guy as we are. The boy grabs the mic.
Woo! Skrrrra! Skrrrra! Yo, what up, my homies? This song goes out to all my G's, just trying to make it through the world's injustices. Listen up, y'all. Life's a struggle. It ain't fair at all. People see me, think I'm standing tall. But I got it hard, yo. Just the same. Feels like I'm trapped in a never-ending game. Daddy promised me a sweet new ride. Expected a Lambo, but damn, he lied. Nearly cried when I saw the Beamer. Why am I punished? Ain't done no misdemeanor. Still the injustices keeps on coming. Life's a constant battle, always unbecoming. Got the newest pineapple phone. Same day delivery. Psych. Had to wait 3 days. That's true misery.
The brand. Yeah, always with the references. I'm not sure what's a Beamer. I know it's well, based on this, it's basically a car. Obviously, they didn't change this, but I guess this is like a short form, so it's okay to put that. After that last verse, he kicks over the mic stand. I noticed the bouncer's sudden interest, although the rapper is still oblivious.
In the country club where I should be a king, lining up my golf shots ready to swing. But ain't no one here as ashamed as me. Gotta carry my own bags and got no caddy.
Hold on, let me do something real quick. Okay. He kicks the fallen mic stand again.
It's so unfair. I can't show my face. Why's everyone turning me into a disgrace? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, my channel is...
Now that the bouncer looms into view, the boy quickly wraps up.
It's so unfair. I can't show my face. Why's everyone turning me into a disgrace?
I don't know. I thought Iris wasn't a fan of rap, but well, we'll see a reaction later. He gets unceremoniously yanked off the stage before he can finish, and as he's dragged away, he keeps screaming.
My channel! I didn't get to say my channel. Just let me share my channel.
He's too far away now, so anything else he says is unintelligible. Iris looks at me with shining eyes and giggles.
Wow. I knew he'd be exciting, but that was even more than I imagined. What did you think?
Okay, I don't know whether Iris is... yeah, I think she's just drunk. She's already... Well, she is obviously drunk, but I think if she's sober, I don't think she would be a fan of the rap. Justice for his channel, but regardless, default to the second option. But what's his channel? What is his channel? We need the channel name. Iris blinks and then she giggles and pats my head.
There.
The entertainment gone. The small crowd slowly disperses. Iris glances around. She gestures to the restroom.
I'll be right back.
I nod. I head back to our table, which is luckily still available, to wait for Iris. Nursing my drink, I take another look around. There are a lot of couples out tonight. I see them cuddled close, chatting and flirting. I wonder how many of them might have met in a bar like this, or even in this bar. My neck prickles and I sense someone's gaze on me. I look up and see a woman with a tight dress and short hair make eyes with me. She smiles and hurries over.
Hey there. You look lonely sitting by yourself. Fancy a little company?
Before I can respond, I feel an arm wrap around my shoulders. A second later, Iris slinks into my lap.
He's already got all the company he needs.
She turns my head and her lips meet mine with a fiery need. She grabs roughly at my collar, closing any space between us, and I feel the heat radiating from her every touch. Her hands run through my hair, pulling me even deeper into her passion. I gladly fall into her desire, enjoying how the taste of her electrifies my soul. When she finally pulls away, I am dizzy and breathless and left wanting for more. My heart pounds wildly, threatening to break free from my chest. I'd forgotten all about the other girl until Iris turns to look at her. Her arms is still wrapped tightly around me. She smiles and stares. I catch the fear in the girl's eyes before she mumbles some excuse and hurries away. Satisfied, Iris turns to me with a sweet smile, her cheeks still rosy and pink. Another one of the same sentence? I think you just awakened something new inside me. Iris cocks her head.
Oh?
That was almost too hot for me to handle. And I'm about to cut. Okay, I'm not gonna finish that, but you kind of know what I wanna say.
This is very interesting information.
I hope that means there's more where that came from. Even though the girl is long gone, Iris does not move off my lap. Maybe she's staying as a warning for anyone else. But I'm not complaining. She's relaxed as we listen to the various karaoke performances. They're all fun and entertaining, even the ones where we're eager for the song to finish. On a particularly bad performance, I see Iris wince at a missed note, but she smiles when she catches my eye.
At least he's having a good time.
It does look fun.
I think so too.
Really? Then you should go up there.
Even if it turns out I'm not a great singer?
Another screeching high note and another wince. Oh, can't be worse than this. Honestly, you'd be doing us all a favor if you got him off the stage. Iris tries not to laugh.
Okay.
Huh? I didn't expect her to agree, especially not so easily. She hops off my lap and pushes her way through the stage. The staff member is more than happy to see another participant, and she signs Iris up right away. As soon as the current song ends, Iris bounces on stage. Although she clutches the microphone with both hands, her voice is loud and clear.
Hi, everyone.
There's a scatter of return greetings from the onlookers. Iris grins.
I'd like to dedicate this song to my absolute very best boyfriend in the world.
The crowd erupts into cheers, and I hear a few different comments of how sweet and so romantic. I can't stop the smile on my face. No one's dedicated a song to me before. Okay, I'm not sure whether this will be actually good or it's a funny one that she is bad. We'll see. Iris's hand shields her eyes as she squints into the crowd. Then she brightens when she spots me.
There he is.
People look around trying to spot who she's talking about, but I don't bother clarifying. This is our little secret. She makes a little heart with her fingers and then clears her throat.
Okay, here we go.
The crowd quiets down as Iris starts the song.
Between the world and the stars, we can make the future ours.
I recognize the song after the first few chords. It seems like it seems like I'm not the only one. I feel people getting excited around me. By the time Iris reaches the chorus, she has a whole bar of backup singers. Grinning, she works the crowd, pointing the microphone so that they can sing with her. Under the stage lights, I clearly see her confidence. For once, she doesn't care how well she's doing or if she's doing well at all. She's just focused on having fun, and it shows in the way that she smiles and gets silly with the song. When she's finished, the bar erupts into uproarious applause and cheers. I join in and continue clapping even after Iris hops off the stage and hurries over to me. Second option. Wow, I have no idea my girlfriend was a secret pop idol. Iris giggles.
I wasn't that good.
Agree to disagree.
Do you want to know the best part?
What?
That was last call. So your song is the final song of the night, and everyone's going to remember it.
Whoa, I feel extra special.
Good.
She hugs me. If that wasn't last call, it must be pretty... If that was last call, it must be pretty late. We should probably head back. She nods.
Yeah, time to go home.
Iris keeps her arm around me as we make our way out of the bar. I can already see the crowd thinning out as the night winds down. Hold on, let me check one thing real quick. Okay, we walk through the quiet streets, which looks so different without the bustle of the day. Iris leans her head on my shoulder.
We should go back there again someday.
Will you still remember what it's called? I grin, half jokingly. She looks up at me.
Of course. I'm not that drunk.
Oh, she is. So she is aware that she's drunk. I raise a brow. Are you sure about that? She nods and pushes herself off of me. She touches her nose and walks in a perfectly straight line and then grins.
Did I pass the sobriety test?
I nod. Point taken. You just seem so different. Iris smiles softly, looking a bit more like her usual self.
This is why I don't drink very often. I tend to let loose a lot more, and I don't feel comfortable with people I know seeing me like that.
She takes my hand in hers.
I don't mind when it's you, though.
My heart warms. I smile and squeeze her hand. I'm happy that I'm the only one who gets to see this side of you. Iris smiles too.
Speaking of which, here is one other thing that is exclusive for you.
A kiss? What is it? She leans on me again. Then all of a sudden she jumps on my back. Okay. I smoothly catch her. Iris laces her arms around my neck and presses her cheek against my face.
I knew you'd catch me.
I always do. She grins.
Now onward to home.
Yes, ma'am. We take the scenic route back, enjoying the closeness of each other and in the stillness of the night. With the streets empty, it feels like the world is made just for the two of us. It's made for just the two of us. When we reach the house, it's very late, and we head straight to bed. After all, we've still got a flight to catch in the morning. Soon I'm fast asleep. Alright, we're about to almost end our third run, apparently. So after this, we'll basically go through like a few more scenes and then go through Kai's cooking again, and then yeah, we can end our third run. The next morning, we wake up bright and early. Iris smiles at me.
Good morning.
Morning.
Last night was quite entertaining.
Definitely. How are you feeling after all that fun?
Like I'm ready to take on the day.
I chuckle. Me too. I'm grateful that I don't feel any after effects from our night out.
Then let's get started.
I nod. She smiles once more, gives me a quick kiss, and then we get out of bed. We double check that everything is packed and that we leave the house looking spotless. Afterwards, Iris locks up the house, and we head back into a town where we catch our shuttle to the Eidos. Iris cuddles beside me, her head leaning on my shoulder throughout the ride, and I can't help but smile. Our relationship feels stronger than ever, and I'm looking forward to how our next chapter unfolds. Spinning, 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 spinning. I think there will be some minor scenes. I'm not sure if there's anything in between before. Oh yeah, there is also Celeste visiting the Eidos as well. Eventually the shuttle lands at the docks and we return to the ship. We enter the cargo bay, head up the stairs, and pause in the quarters. Iris turns to me.
Thanks again for coming with me.
Thanks again for inviting me. She smiles.
It's been nice to take some time off, but I should get back to work. I'm sure everyone's ready for another mission.
I grin. In that case, I better get back into mission shape. After one last goodbye, we split and go our separate ways. I head back to my room and unpack. Once everything is put away, I search for my training bag. Grabbing my gear, I head to the VR room and set it up for a training session. I go through my usual conditioning exercises until I'm fully warmed up. And then I run through a few different training scenarios. All these are the same, I suppose. They're what now? I think this is the girls' shopping trip. Have I picked... Okay, this time I wanna pick... Yeah, we can save over here. Turn on the skip. Okay, I don't know which I haven't picked yet. I think it's this one. That's perfectly fine because Kai and I will have our own.
Pass.
The girls giggle, but screw you, Kai. I stare at Kai, betrayed. I can't believe you've done this. He shrugs.
Sorry, man, it's just not the same walking through a mall with you versus walking with those three.
I can see where he's coming from. Fair enough. Iris refocuses on the group, and then we can skip this entire part, and then Celeste, call you celery again. And then, yeah, we can skip normal size ship.
Really? I guess they all look bigger in person.
Actually, it's a standard size for this class of ship. Her eyes are still wide with wonder. Ready to go inside? And then we are skipping this entire part as well. Okay. Okay. She scrunches her brows.
No, I mean it. He really is just a friend.
Okay.
Seriously, he's only a friend.
I know. I got it the first, second, and third time you said it. Celeste blinks and then smiles.
Okay, just making sure.
So tell me about this new friend of yours. This will be the same. Be yourself.
How do you know he likes me?
Most guys wouldn't carry someone else's stuff and then walk them to class if he didn't like them.
Maybe he's one of those guys.
Maybe, but I bet probably not. Celeste smiles. I think she's feeling more confident now. Okay, I probably didn't gone through the... Yeah, I think I picked the previous two before.
Is that Iris?
Oh, I think so. Plus the rest of the team. Celeste runs towards the door at the same time the girls walk by. When they see each other, the girls all rush in to say hello, and then we can skip this entire part as well.
Most of it is just restocking for the ship.
Plus a few delicacies that can only be found in Central.
A few? You made us stop at pretty much every bakery.
Luna grins.
It was how we found Iris's favorite coffee, so I'd say it was worth it.
Agreed.
Celeste giggles.
It sounds like a very productive outing.
We can skip this part, right? Oh,
Yep, and we better put some of this stuff away now before my arms fall off.
oh yeah. Don't let us keep you if you need to go. Eh? I don't know why we can't skip this
We'll
part.
be back once we get everything sorted, so don't go anywhere.
Luna winks. Iris gives us a final wave before the three of them head out. I turn to Celeste. Why don't you go take a seat back in the lounge? I'll finish up here. Why?
Okay, I don't mind helping.
I firmly shake my head. I can't skip this for some reason. Nope, you're the guest, so please allow me to be a good host while you relax.
When you put it that way, how can I say no?
She smiles before stepping over to the lounge. I guess they treat this as a different route. The text of a different route. I join Celeste in the lounge and we continue to chat while we wait for the girls to come back. Yeah, we can skip this entire part. The girls all return. Kai. No touching. Yeah, we never picked the third option. I firmly remove Celeste's hand out of Kai's grasp and push his hand away. Nope, none of that. Thanks. Kai feigns hurt.
Oh, woe is me. Whatever have I done to earn such scorn from you, my brother in...
You have Evelina, so you don't you dare finish this sentence. I shoot him a warning look.
Brother in arms?
My sister is unavailable. He sighs deeply.
Of course, the good ones are always taken.
Yeah, skip this part. Iris puts a hand on my arm and gently squeezes. She offers me a calm smile before turning to Celeste.
I'm not sure how much more teasing your brother can handle.
I feel like when they want them to look at each other, they put the placement wrong. I don't know why. I think that's the case.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Kai sits down in the open chair across from the couch, flashing one final wink, and we can skip this entire part as well. Yeah, this is also where she plays for us. It was worth the wait.
So you have no notes?
I think this version is perfect. It was very much worth the wait. My only note is to record it as soon as possible. She giggles. Yeah, this part will be the same. I quickly return to the ship, and then we'll be having the final epilogue as well. They greet me when I return. I'm partway through when Iris stops by the doorway.
There's a lot more clutter here than I realized.
Yeah, we've accumulated a lot.
Let me give you a hand then. It will go twice as fast with the two of us working.
I smile. Thanks. Iris smiles and steps over. With the extra help, we finish up just as the new equipment is delivered. The rest of the girls help bring everything up from cargo, and then we put it away. It's a lot of work, but we finish with plenty of time before dinner. It's all anyone can talk about. Yeah, this part will be exactly the same, and Beat Boop literally disappears off the face of the earth once you got together with one of the other two girls apart from Vela. Classic dishes, I think. Yeah, we never picked this third option before. Yeah, because I feel like this is actually the third option. I head straight for tried and true classics. There's a reason these dishes are timeless, and I know it's going to be amazing. I pull out my plate and notice Iris next to me going for the same dishes. She smiles at me.
Good choice.
Right back at you. When I sit down, I take a bite and sigh happily. I feel like apart from the third option, the other two will have like the girl of your route agreeing with you or something. So we can skip this entire part until we come to the part where we reminisce. Yeah, first mission. This time we had our first mission with Iris. That was our first infiltration mission on the space station.
That's right. You, me, and Iris.
I not,
You two were playing hooky in the closet while I did all the work.
and it was she. I thought she convinced Kai not to say that. Iris coughs.
That doesn't sound right.
It is. I remember opening the door and finding you both all over each other.
He sighs.
I guess it was inevitable that you two ended up together.
I glance at Iris and we share a smile.
Wasn't this also around the time that Vela was addicted to that pet app game?
And yeah, we didn't play any games. Yeah, we didn't agree with her. No, it wasn't really my thing.
Smart man.
All this pet talk reminds me of the Pongo sanctuary that we visited.
And we can skip this part, right? I don't think there's anything new around. Kai slings an arm around me.
That was around the same time that we had our very first guys' night.
It's the same, right?
And the moment I knew you'd end up with Iris.
You were spot on about that.
Kai has always been intuitive.
That was one of the last normal things we did before we ended up on that planet Exari.
And we can skip this part.
It was too bad we didn't have any hazelnut chocolate spread. Nova wanted a snack in the middle of the night, but the jar was gone.
Yeah, Iris ate it, right? He looks pointedly at Iris, who stares back at him.
It was only gone because someone put an empty jar back.
Kai points an accusatory finger.
Ha! I knew it! You were stressed about Nova and tried to eat straight from the jar again, didn't you?
Hold on, how did you know that?
Iris and Kai are the only ones who use that spread.
Yeah, because there's never any left for the rest of us. Probably because they keep eating it from the jar.
Yeah, no, almost no one does that. I did it on certain occasions, but yeah, I don't feel like that's normal. Yeah, the last time I tried to do that because my bread went moldy and I already have a scoop on my spoon. That's why I have to eat it. I mean, I meant that Iris was stressed about Nova Sky. Wait,
Ha! I knew it! You were stressed about Nova and tried to eat straight from the jar again, didn't you?
yeah, he didn't say the last name. I meant that Iris was stressed about Nova.
Oh, everyone knew that.
Mm-hmm. We could all hear the loud slamming sounds in the kitchen.
Oh. Iris doesn't seem surprised. She smiles at me.
Luckily, I didn't need the jar in the end.
At least we got a pretty significant break afterwards. And then we can...
Especially since Iris kept talking about some contest she really wanted to join.
Oh yes! I saw the ship models on her desk.
Luna looks at me.
I assume that means she eventually worked up the courage to ask you?
I glance at Iris. Were you actually struggling to ask me to join? She looks almost guilty when she nods.
I might have already developed feelings for you by then. And I was worried you'd decline since the requirement was for couples.
I mean, there's no question about it. You were already obviously smitten.
Iris blushes. That's extra sweet now that I know the context behind it.
Actually, wasn't Iris looking for a partner for something else too?
Was that?
Play VR tennis, I think.
I wonder if they hear us moaning. Iris nods.
Yes, and I did find a worthy opponent.
She glances my way and smiles. Kai looks back and forth between us.
Oh, that explains so much.
What?
I heard the two of you grunting in the sim room, and it sounded like you were having some private time in there.
I knew that option would kinda bite us in the ass. We were just playing tennis.
Yeah, I realize that now.
Iris's cheeks darken.
I can't believe you thought we were doing something different.
I was going off of limited information back then.
Okay, I don't know why. Okay, that's a problem with his mouth.
Anyway, our break was fun and all, but not as fun as the next big mission we had.
The one that was basically just one big party?
Yeah, we can skip this.
Yeah, that
Huh?
was really fun. It didn't even feel like working.
Okay, I can't skip that.
It
Because...
seems you weren't the only one feeling that way. I remember how spicy these two got on the dance floor.
Luna gestures to me and Iris. You saw that? She grins.
How could anyone not?
We were just blending in, as per the mission.
Those dance moves were doing anything but blending in.
You were watching too?
It's not every day you get to see Iris grinding on the dance floor.
Iris's eyes grow wide.
That's not what I was doing.
Well, it sure looked like it.
Honestly, you two were so into it that you had a lot of people looking at you.
That was literally the opposite of what we were trying to do. How did we miss all of the attention? I glance at Iris, who looks back at me. This is a new revelation. Iris nods, her cheeks still pink.
After that, it's been smooth sailing ever since.
And okay, they didn't remove Iris from that, but my waifu cheating. Meeting my special someone. I glance at her and she smiles.
Nope, that answer is way too obvious, and I won't accept it.
Maybe I should choose something else then. Oh! In Vela's run, this option didn't appear. So I guess we probably screwed up somewhere. That's why this never appeared, right? Because yeah, I think in Vela's run we've been so much of an asshole to her most of the time. I think there's also the option because during the trip to our home planet we can. There's also there's an option that will ask you to settle down. I think that's where you can change the entire course of the ending. But for now, I'm just gonna pick this one because I don't think we picked this option before. Getting to experience the joy that is Kai's cooking, this feast included.
I have to agree.
Iris emphasizes by taking another bite of her food.
With the option to say anything, I'm honored to be your top choice. My favorite thing is everything.
Okay, we can skip this part. Yeah, this is Kai will kind of leave to find Evelina. Iris looks at me and smiles, sliding her hand in mine. We supported each other through thick and thin, and that won't change even after we've gone our separate ways. And we can skip. There's the ending right here. Okay, it didn't crash, but yeah, it was so choppy, the ending. The last 3 years have brought a lot of changes, and all have been for the better. Then we can skip this entire part as well. And finally, Iris and I left the mercenary world together, and we've both been focused on our goals. Iris contacted the owners of her grandfather's former company, and to her delight, they were the original partners who founded the company with him. They were just as thrilled to hear from Iris, remembering her from when she was a little girl. Iris shared her ambitions to get involved with the company again, and the owners welcomed her with open arms. They taught her the ins and outs of the business and were impressed at the speed in which Iris picked things up. Iris continued to win their confidence, and she is spearheading the launch of their next branch. Meanwhile, I became a private flight instructor and have built a growing portfolio of clients. The work is incredibly rewarding as I get to continue doing what I do best while helping others reach their goals. In a fortunate twist of fate, Iris and my work have overlapped once again. The new location that she's opening needs a manager to oversee all the pilots, and I've been hired to manage and train the new staff. In fact, my boss is now showing me the location for the first time. After touring the hangar and supply rooms, we're now looking at the office floors. Iris points to the side.
And this is where your office will be.
I look at the empty space still under construction. Very nice. Yeah, this will be the correct ending to the... Yeah, I think if I failed like some choice, I picked the wrong choices, we will both end up in the military academy for some reason. But I'm not sure if I want to see that ending, because my priority is to farm for CGs. As of right now, I have no intention of well, I could reload this save or this save because maybe if we fail, we can probably get the military ending.
It should be finished soon and then furnished, which you'll have input in, of course.
Right.
But until then, what do you think?
Looking into Iris's eyes, I can't help but think about how amazing our life has been together and how lucky I am to call her mine. Having this chance to work together again will only make our relationship stronger, and I'm looking forward to this next adventure we're embarking on together. After surveying the space, I nod approvingly. It looks good. I just have one concern.
What's that?
I glance at Iris and grins. I have a really hot boss who's in the next office next to me. How am I ever going to concentrate on my work? Iris nods solemnly.
I see. Well, we'll have to find a way to get these distracting thoughts out of your system.
Workplace. Yeah, I'll leave that to your imagination, guys. And how will we do that? Iris smiles. She leans forwards and her lips meet mine in a kiss. So yeah, that's a bit more tame, but you can fill in more of those blanks by yourself. And the end. And that is the end of the third run. Ladies and gents, thank you for accompanying me through all 3 routes of Astral Ascension. But this might not be the end just yet, because this CG saved for some reason. This is probably the feet scene, and either two of these will be the kiss scene with Luna, and this might be the we have the 2 endings right here. This will be the not covert ops mission. So yeah, I think the other CG is the doctor scene with Luna, and there's the one more with Vela that we missed. So yeah, I probably messed that one up, but let me check my time first. We are... Do I want to reload and check the other ending? Okay, maybe we can, but let's continue from here, because I don't know why they show the Pongo CG. The reward is worth the risk, and then we can skip this part, then then quit right here, because I want to see whether if they save the CG for that. Okay, they didn't for some reason, but I don't know why. But we can continue from here, because or rather we can continue from somewhere else. We're colleagues. I work with her as the pilot on Eidos.
A colleague, then?
Violetta relaxes as she looks at Iris.
He is,
Special friend. Yeah, we skipped this part. Yeah, I guess we can skip most of the parts. I see a future together. I love your daughter and I hope to build a future together. and I hope to build a future together. She raises a brow.
Love?
I meet her eyes. Yes, love. Her face is inscrutable. I support her dreams. Whatever Iris wants for her life, I'll be there to support her.
Even if you disagree with her choices.
It's not my place to make decisions for her. All I want to do is support her however I can. Once again, I'm left clueless. Oh, so we did successfully. While we did get comfortable. Is that what you want to do? She's quiet. Do what you want to do. If this is what you want to do, then you should go for it. She smiles.
I do. Especially since I have the opportunity right here in front of me. Thanks for listening. It's helped me put things into perspective.
Okay, so
And I'll reach out to Helix Velocity.
so yeah, we didn't miss so the ending for that is like quite back when she received the letter, so I'm not sure if I wanna go back and repick certain options. But for now, I wouldn't save over this because for some reason the CG, there's still the bugs within saving CGs here. So so probably there will be like at least 2 more runs where we at least go through one of Vela's ending and another one. Yeah, this is one of the Vela's second ending and one of Luna's. This is Luna's ending. Yeah, this is Luna's second ending. Yeah, they claim it, they categorize it as the settle down ending and the adventure ending. So I feel like this is where, in case we messed it up, but I think it's because I think Luna is quite obvious because you can actually choose it. I'm not sure with Vela because I think I either chose the wrong option or I was being too much of an ass to her in a lot of her scenes. But I don't think that's particularly the case. But we'll figure it out in the next episode. So there will be at least I guess there will be at least one or 2 more episodes based on how I want to approach things. But for now, that's it for the 3rd and final run of, or rather not the final run, that's it for the 3rd run of Iris's route. So for now, I'm just gonna end the episode right here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll probably see you in the next episode when we start to collect the remaining CGs. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye bye.